Watch the exact moment a 13-year-old boy realizes the brother he's been protecting is a killer.
You recognize that?
That's Lewis's farm. That's Lewis's watch.
Lewis's watch?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
That watch was found underneath the body of a murdered 64-year-old woman, and the boy staring at it isn't the suspect. He's the suspect's identical twin.
What do you think about that?
What do you mean?
Okay, let me widen it out. That's the picture. What do you think that's the picture of?
Try to take some deep breaths, okay?
In about 10 seconds, his whole world is going to come apart, but to understand how a child's watch ended up under that woman's body, we have to go back to a quiet street in Fairfax, Ohio, and a night one of these two brothers had been planning for months. February 2nd, 2025, Fairfax, a small village folded into the suburbs of Cincinnati. The kind of street where nothing happens. It's just past 2 a.m. and two houses sit barely 10 feet apart. In one of them, a 64-year-old woman is asleep. Her name was Sheila Tempany, though everyone who knew her, including the boys next door, called her Dennis. By 3 a.m., Dennis would be dead, and the person who killed her would be back in his own bed, 10 feet away, as if the night had never happened.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
3919 Germania. I think my sister's might have been murdered. It might be some blood. I don't know.
Okay.
She did not respond when I yelled at her.
Alright, sir, I have help coming out there for her, okay? You know that
Okay,
anybody
thank
that
you.
might want to harm her or anything like that?
Absolutely nobody.
On the line is Dennis's brother, Darrell, and he's certain she's been murdered. A word the dispatcher never used about her death, no one had even examined yet. That one piece of certainty is about to make him the first suspect in his own sister's killing. First responders walk into a scene that has been staged. Denise is on the bed, there is blood, they're cleaning chemicals where they shouldn't be. There is a pillow that had been placed over her face, and at first glance, a few officers wonder out loud whether she did this to herself. That confusion is the first small win for the person who actually did it, because he was counting on exactly this to happen. He was a 13-year-old boy who had spent years studying murder, reading about Ted Bundy, editing clips of the serial killer show Dexter for TikTok, and who genuinely believed he had just pulled one of the perfect crimes and could outtake every detective sent to solve it. So here's the question that runs underneath this entire case. A child who studied how to kill, how to choose a victim, and how to handle the police when they come knocking. Was he actually smarter than the detectives, or did he just think he was? Hold on to that, because everything that happened next is the answer. For the first week, the detectives are looking in completely the wrong direction. Then the autopsy comes back and turns everything upside down. Denise didn't take her own life. She suffered blunt force trauma to the head and neck, and she was strangled. Although she fought hard, but under her fingernails were blood and torn out hair, DNA from an unknown male. There is no question anymore. This is a homicide. So the detectives in charge of this murder goes door to door, swabbing anyone willing, hunting for a man with fresh scratches. And the neighborhood hands them a rumor that Denise's own brother Darrell, he probably did it. It pulls the detectives even further off the trail. Darrell makes a convenient suspect. He's also completely innocent, and while they chase him, they have already walked right past the one object that solves this case. A man's watch lying underneath the body of this murdered woman, bagged and set aside as nothing. 50 feet away across the street, a mother named Rebecca opens her door. She explains her family had a rough night, an early morning trip to the ER because the cat frightened one of her sons in the dark and scratched up his face. And just inside that house Watching police through the living room window was a 13-year-old boy named Levy, who quietly closes his laptop, walks upstairs, and locks his bedroom door. Because the thing that finally cracks this case open isn't the DNA or the cat or the scratches. Is that watch the police already touched once and threw in a bag? Stay with me. We're gonna get there. The detective talked to both brothers. Hunter is open, almost too open, but Levy is the opposite. He's guarded and strangely eager to explain the deep gorge on his face. He blames the house cat. The officers find that hard to buy, given how bad the wounds are. And both boys independently describe that morning with the exact same word. Back at the house, the search team finds the cat named Marshmallow, sitting perfectly calm, with claws far too small to have done that to Levy's face. And then the DNA comes back and the detectives hit a wall almost no investigator ever faces. Both of Rebecca's stones match the blood at the scene. Not because they were both there, but Levy and Hunter are identical twins, and identical twins share the same standard DNA markers. So the police stop guessing and reach for the one thing the suspect can argue with: the watch. The one they dismissed, they put it in front of Hunter. And Hunter doesn't hesitate. It's his brother's. He even remembers Levy saying he'd lost it the night of the murder, in a tone that in this moment, Hunter suddenly can't unhear. And then the house search turns brutal. Inside Levy's room, a journal full of violent writings and repeated lines about wanting to kill someone, an obsession with serial killers, Ted Bundy in particular. Prosecutors would later confirm what the searches on his device spelled out plainly. Months before the murder, he had looked up how to strangle someone, how to find the perfect victim. This was never curiosity, it was a plan. Confronted with his brother's watch under a dead woman's body, Hunter falls apart. Not the performance of a guilty kid, the genuine collapse of a boy realizing the person he has spent to interview defending is a killer. The detectives can see his breakdown is real. They end his interview. He is giving them everything he can, confirmation that the watch was Levy's and that it was at the scene. Now they turn the screws on Levy. They tell him the blood at the scene points to him. They know the twin DNA can separate the brothers, but if Levy is the criminal genius he believes he is, he will see straight through it. By the time it's over, the evidence in his room has buried him. A shirt soaked in Denise's blood, gloves matching the one from the scene, and the watch confirmed as his. A detective steps out to tell two parents that one of their 13-year-old son is a killer.
Mom.
Yeah, this is their dad.
I'm Special Agent Ward with Beast Bureau Criminal Investigation. You see two of my colleagues here, my other colleague. Yeah, there's some certain things I'm going to tell you that we have that are bad, okay? Alright, that watch that we showed you was under her body.
What?
What?
Yes.
No. Okay, I have more things to tell me.
Okay, I don't know what in the world happened. We're not talking to him anymore. I mean, he doesn't want to really talk anymore. I don't know what happened.
You can keep talking.
Well, we have a lot of other evidence too. I'm just trying to figure out what in the world happened.
I don't know. No. What happens now?
I'm consulting with the Hamilton County Prosecutor's Office.
He's only 13. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Well, I know, honey, I know. Okay. It's not true. Oh, no. Oh, no, I feel like such a over being so stern. I never.
You're a mom.
There's no way you could have known.